All right, everybody, great rising, great rising, great rising. Kemetic Arts, Kemetic Yoga, and Reiki Tarot is my YouTube channel. You can get some tarot readings, you can get some long distance Reiki, uh, things of that nature. I got my waist beads on today. I made some of these. I had two of them made, but I made the rest. Got plenty more I need to get rid of. So we have on today, let me see there, waist beads. They all jumbled up. I had them stretched out. I like this color. Blue is my favorite color, so I think I'm gonna put these on too. Some of them have the clasp and some of them don't. Some of them I just use with the cord so that I can take them off and on. This one's getting big, so it's starting to hang, so you'll know, you might have to tighten it up or whatever. But anyway, let's get to it. Good morning, everybody. Great rising to you all. Thank you for joining. Let's get started with our warm-up. I need to get some music, but I'm recording both. I'm doing Facebook Live and I'm actually doing YouTube Live. My, again, YouTube channel is Kemetic Arts Yoga and Reiki Tarot, okay? So you'll have all my services there. If you are interested in, just look under one of my videos and all my services will be there. All, everything that I am offering at the time, it changes. So y'all just have to keep up with the last video to see if it changes or not, okay? So let's start off with the mummy pose, okay? We're going to be doing warm-up, cleansing breath in the warm-up. What did I say? Pose of Ausar, Anubis, pose of Ausar, pose of men, pose of Selket, and some meditation. Now, the cleansing breath, make sure you get all the way up to the lungs. That's when I say 40, 40, 20 is and pulling it up to the chest, right? Tongue at the roof of the mouth, up in the back there. Drop the jaw and exhale. When you exhale, the tongue is still up at the roof of the mouth. That's your connection, right? So maintain that connection throughout the entire practice when you're doing your breath, okay? This is about aligning us with our breath, okay? Becoming one with divine Shu. S-H-U, some call it Chi, some call it Prana, some call it Source, Spirit, Energy, God. It's called in different religions, different things, many names of what we call, and then some call it Holy Spirit. It's still your breath. So long as you understand or understand, superstand, and overstand that all you're really talking about is your breath of life. So every movement that you make should have a breath, an inhale and an exhale, right? So we're trying to slow ourselves down so that we don't be rushing in our breath. I mean, we're taking like 4 or 5 steps in one breath. That's not the way that's supposed to go. We're supposed to take inhale, exhale, right? Inhale, exhale. Then you're moving in sync and alignment with your divine Shu, your breath. So let's start off with the mummy pose. Hands at the side, just let your feet kind of fall. You might see me turn off the mat, but that's because I'm trying to keep myself where y'all can see some of the stuff too, but not always be directly in the film, but also because it's tight up in here, so I don't have a lot of space to be like doing some of the poses and stuff, so I might have to turn, but y'all can stay in the position that y'all want to stay in. Okay, so we're going to do the mummy pose, so I'm going to just turn like this so you can see. Well, I guess I can turn like this. So we're going to take a couple breaths, just palms facing upward. And you should hear your exhale when you do the exhale. We're moving all that old air and getting oxygen in. We just woke up. we're getting that circulation and that blood flow to those organs and that oxygen, right? So just, let your feet fall over, place your hands, back of your hands and your palms are upward, and do a couple of cleansing breaths. 40, 40, 20, tongue at the roof of the mouth, drop the jaw, exhale. Pyramid palms over the navel, and continue with a few more breaths. All right, and roll the hands back above the head, and we're going to give some lengthening on the left side, reaching through the fingertips and pointing the toes, just one side, creating some space in that torso cavity, between those organs and those lungs. Continue breathing. And alternate to the right side, reaching through the fingertips, pointing the toes, reaching, reaching, reaching. Opening up that space. We're going to correct our posture. Alternate. Right side. Reach, 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 reach. You can move at your own pace, so don't worry. And left. Now alternate both sides, left to right, at your own pace. Good, good, good reaching. Okay, like a little snake, a little centipede or something, right? All right, now relax. And now we're going to rotate our hands and our feet in circular motion like this, but they're back, above your head simultaneously. Give a good rotation. We don't want any pulled muscles. We gotta warm up and get the blood flowing. We've been sleeping. Okay, rotate in the opposite direction simultaneously. All right, relax. Now, hands at the side. Now I'm gonna turn because I know I'm gonna hit that sofa. So I'm gonna turn a little bit because I'll hit my sofa. Now, stretch your hands out to the side. Feet up in the air. Keep those legs straight. The objective is to get your feet into these hands. I'm not there yet. So it's gonna take me a minute, but that's the objective, okay? So as you go to the left, putting your feet into your palm of your hand, you look through your right. You're gonna feel your spine pop that's just your vertebrae aligning itself. So that's almost like a chiropractor, right? But this does it naturally, okay? You're adjusting your spine yourself, okay? I love this one right here because it just feels so good when my back pop. All right. Look through that right. Left feet should be in the palm of your hand. Don't sweat it if you're not there yet. Over time, you'll get there. Up to the center. Now, I want to hit my fire. Hold on. Do the opposite. Oh, I had a good pop then. Woo, that felt good. Look throughout your fingers over here. You're helping strengthen your abdomen too. So sisters, we tend to have, ladies, women, we tend to have weak muscles because we've had children. So our muscles and stuff get weak. So this is a good way to strengthen your muscles in your abdomen. We might get a six-pack. We keep this up. Yoga is like go at your own pace. There's nothing rushing about yoga. You know, as you go on, things will loosen up and you'll be able to move more freely, unrestricted, like fluid. This kind of lets you see how off balance we've gotten with, you know, not doing certain movements, not using certain muscles in the body. Up to the center. Now we're going to rotate left to right at your own pace, you know, alternating at your own pace. Oh, my back popping a lot. Oh, Lord. Now, if you want to do it like this, you can. You can bend the knee if it's too much to kind of have your legs up straight. You can bend the knee as an alternate, okay? All right. Okay. Feet on the mat. Woo! Now we're going to do the fireball. Let's grab the elbows, the shoulders off the mat, chin to chest. Strengthening the spine. You're giving the intestines and everything a massage. With all this twisting and all this crunching, everything is kind of getting massaged in there. Now, put your hands by your feet and let's lift up, right? Good stretch. Only go as far as you can. So if you feel it is too much, then you probably went too far. So take your time. You can cross the hands in here, overlap the hands if you want to. Right? Come down, fireball. Chin to chest, shoulders off the mat. Make sure you're still breathing. Back again. rotate those two at our own pace, back and forth. For 2 or 3 more times, okay? And my back is a little weak because I have a mild scoliosis in my lower spine, which I didn't even find out until I had a car accident. So this is good for correcting a lot of that pain and discomfort. So y'all make sure y'all ask your doctors first before y'all do it, so make sure you don't injure yourself. Just to make sure it's safe, because a lot of these poses you can't do if you've had back surgery or a lot of back problems, or if you're pregnant. And there is a pregnant yoga, but it's certain poses you can't do. All right, relax. Now we're going to go into our shoulder stand, or we're going to do our bridge first. If y'all can do the bridge, you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. Let me get on the mat so my hand don't slip. And you're going up on the exhale because you don't want a lot of stomach, a lot of air in your lungs, and you're going up, okay? So make sure you exhale before you go completely up. So there's no resistance. Place your palms by the side of your head. Get your feeting, right? Your footing, or whatever you want to call it. And whenever you're ready, go up into a full bridge or a spider, whichever one they call it. Down, relax the head, one vertebrae at a time. You don't want to flop. You don't want to flop down. Okay, now we're going into shoulder stand, into plow. Then we're going to put our feet in the palms of our hand, okay? Then chest, palms to center, while we have our plow position. And it's called jab when you bring the legs close, but when you plow, they're open. When you close them, it's called jab, J-E-B, an Egyptian for earth, name for earth. So shoulder stand. Let's go this way. I got my grandbaby's toys over here. I need to move them out of the way. Shoulder stand, y'all. Place your hands at your back, straighten your legs up. Plow. Hands, feet into up. Down the fish pose. I had coffee. I shouldn't have had no coffee. Oh, but I gotta have my coffee in the morning. Fish pose, relax the neck, flex the toes, make sure the entire leg is engaged on the mat. Crown on the mat, do a little brain on your skull. Palm center. I do a little rocking with mine. Y'all don't do that. I just do it because I like to hit the side of my neck and relieve some of that tension. So I'll rock a little bit because it feels good. Relax the neck, one vertebrae at a time. Woo. All right. Hands over thighs, up into a right angle. Back of palms meet. Slowly release the energy. We don't throw energy away in Kemetic yoga. We keep it. All right. Let's stand up. So you would be like this when you come up into the right angle. You would be like this. Try to get those heels down. Those elbows inside that thigh, opening up the hip, okay? And let's stand up. Good, good, good. And release the hands, back up the hands meet, and let's slowly bring our energy down on the side of us. Awesome. Whew, let's ground a little bit. That was a warm up. That's a workout. Get your water, get your towel, get whatever you need to get, okay? I got my carper on, I'm detoxing. Carper pulls the toxin out of the body. It's good to drink in carper cups. You can Google it and look at all the benefits of carper. Carper helps with inflammation, with arthritis. So we are carper people. So if you see a lot of us spiritual people with carper and with crystals around the carper, that's what, and it's a protection electromagnetic field, right? If you remember Transcendence, the movie, they had a back house garden, and when you went out there, all you saw was the carper wire. Some of y'all probably didn't even pay attention to it, but Transcendence is telling you a lot of what they're trying to do today, okay? So we're gonna do, I got my carper unk here, and this thing will oscillate, like it'll move. If it's a lot of vibration or a lot of, you know, a high vibration, it'll oscillate like this. So a sister made this for me in Dallas, Linda Bay, Sacred, I think her company is Sacred Instrument. And it has in it what we have in it is amethyst, lapis lazuli, and quartz crystal, which that is your head. Because you got the crystal, you got the lapis, right? Or the amethyst there, the clear quartz crystal. So I didn't put the throat, but that's pretty much the head. You want to be that clear. So we're going to do now the pose of men. I'm trying to see which way should I do it for y'all can see it. Okay. Which way? Well, we're going to start this way. For root position, remember 2 toes touching, slightly touching, hands at the side, stand up straight. Take a couple of breaths. Make sure your feet are planted on your mat from the toes to the heel, okay? I like to wiggle so I can feel that every part of my feet, you know, is grounded. So you'll see me rock a lot. I just do that just because I'm trying to make sure my feet are planted, you know, they're grounded. So her root position, pyramid thumbs in front of the chest. Do not touch the chest, right? But we have our pyramid thumbs like this. Now this is pose of Ausar, and we're going to rotate to the left, looking center, right? Exhale, gaze forward over your shoulder, chin aligned with your shoulders. The legs are still facing forward. You're just twisting the upper part, the torso part of the body. Inhale, center. Exhale, gaze behind you, chin aligned with shoulders. Inhale, center. Exhale, come back around. Okay, now do the other side. Pose of Ausar. Inhale, center. Exhale, gaze forward, chin aligned with shoulders. Okay. Inhale, center. Exhale, gaze behind you, chin aligned with shoulders. Inhale, center, exhale, back in the same position. Now pose of Selket, we're going to spread the arms to lightly bent elbows and stop halfway. This is pose of Selket. If you find a picture of the ancient Egyptian goddess Selket, you're going to see her standing like this, you know, on the pyramids, in books, or pictures of her standing like this, okay? Couple of breaths here. You can feel the energy in the palm of your hands. And relax. Now, I'm taking them separate so you can see how they go. So now we're going to do pose of men, which is like Ausar, except when we turn, the hand go on the chest, and this hand goes up into a right angle. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see how it looks. So pyramid, and you know, the two big toes touching, right? Pyramid thumbs, and now I'm going to rotate to the center and place my hand on my chest and come up like this. This is pose of men. You're gazing straight ahead, right? Exhale, gaze forward, chin aligned with your right shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, gaze over your left, chin should be aligned with your shoulders. Your hand should be slightly above your head into a right angle. Inhale, center, and then exhale, come back. Now, I'm going to turn around so you can see how I go. Now you put left over right, and we're going to do the other side, right? Right? So now I'm going to turn so y'all will see. So remember, your hand got to go on your left hand, got to go on your chest. So if I turn and say we're doing the opposite side, the right side, we're going to go inhale, center, hand on chest, up in the right angle, right? I'm looking straight, center. Exhale, gaze forward. Gaze to the right, to the left, chin aligned with shoulders. Inhale, center. Exhale, gaze to the right, chin should be aligned with shoulders. Okay, inhale, center. Now I'm going to twist a little bit so y'all can see. Now when I want to bring this in, left, go back over right, pyramid thumbs. That was pose of men. Now if I combine both of those, I just took them separately so y'all can see how they're done. Now I'm going to combine both of them, but after I do the pose of Selket. So when you come back from pose of men and you're like this, your pose of Selket again, release the energy to slightly bent elbows, right? Take 3 breaths, pose of Selket. And relax, right? Now, I'm going to combine the pose of Ausar and men together, okay? Because you remember, they kind of do the same thing, it's just your hand go here and this hand goes up, where Ausar just stays like this the whole time. So we're gonna do pose of Ausar to men in one movement, okay? So hands at your side, pyramid thumbs, right in front of the chest, pose of Ausar to men, inhale center, hand on chest, back like that. In one swift movement, you've done both of them pretty much, right? Exhale, gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale, center, exhale, gaze behind you. Chin should be aligned with your shoulders. Inhale, center, exhale, come back. We're coming back to the middle, right? So now we're going to do the other side. Pose of Ausar to men. Rotate the torso, hand over chest, hand come up. Exhale, gaze. I usually wiggle my hand when I'm in the mirror so I can see my fingers slightly above my head. Chin should be aligned with shoulders. Inhale, center, exhale, gaze behind you. Chin should be aligned with shoulders. Inhale, center, exhale, come back around. So you should be like that. You should see a perfect angle in whatever hand is up here. It should be a perfect Ka angle, because Ka is like this, which means spirit. So that's what you're pretty much doing with pose of Ausar and pose of men, is this right angle. So now left over right, hands back into pyramid thumbs, pose of Selket. Release the energy to lightly bend elbows, come down halfway. Take 3 breaths. One more. I mean, you should just literally feel that energy sitting at the palm of your hand when you're like this. And if you can't feel it, you'll feel it eventually when you get your energy built up, right? Because you're building up energy. You're just like, how do you say it? It's like you put the wood in the fireplace. It kind of goes down, and then you kind of go and you just chunk some more wood up in there, and then it kind of it festers, it builds up. That's kind of what Kemetic, I've noticed for me what Kemetic yoga does. It gathers your energy, right? So it gives you a lot of energy through the day. You know, you're not tired. You feel rejuvenated because you got that breath in, that breathing in early in the morning. So your mind is a lot focused and clear because you've taken your breath exercise early in the morning. So now your day is more self-sufficient. It's more not in a hurry or rushing because you're like, dang, I feel good. I ain't finna rush and mess this up. I mean, people can rush all they want to. I'm gonna take my time because this feels good. It makes you feel like that because you've paid Octane. And to pay Octane is to pay attention to the self, okay? So if you pay attention to yourself first thing in the morning, then it's hard to let people get you off of you paying attention to yourself because you've given yourself that 10% first thing in the morning, okay? You've given that time to what? Uplifting, self-empowering, self-improving, self-care, self-healing, and self-love, first thing in the morning. Okay, so now what we're going to do is sit down in our lotus position because we need to get them legs and them knees, them hips. We need to get this worked on, right? So we're gonna, now you can see how it has dropped since I've been doing it. It'll drop back down, but when I first started, it was like this because I hadn't done this one in a while. So I'm gonna try to do it every time so my leg can relax, okay? because it's like tight on this side. And this side is more looser, which I don't understand because I broke this knee and I overcompensated on this leg for this knee. But this knee, this side seems more looser than that side. So you'll learn your body real well doing Kemetic yoga, okay? So let's just sit up here and let's just loosen up our necks. Okay. Relieving that tension in the side of the neck from all that poor posture, like I said yesterday, of looking at the phones down like this. We really need to not do that. Try to practice on breaking that habit, because if we don't, it's going to be a lot of people with neck and back problems, you know, in a few more years, with always constantly down like this in our phones. That's like another problem waiting to happen. We're getting poor posture habits, you know. So we want to loosen up that neck, relieve that tension and stress off of us. Let's rotate to the right, looking over that shoulder. That chin should be aligned with that shoulder. And let's go back to the other side. And you can feel how tight your neck and shoulder, you know, is. I think that's called the trapeze muscle, right? The trapeze muscle, something like that. I'm trying to remember in school what it was called. Make sure you're sitting up on that tailbone, your back is straight. Don't have no slouch back and hunched down shoulders like this. That's poor posture. You want to sit up. The more you practice sitting up and your posture corrects itself in Kemetic yoga, when you start slumping like this, you're going to catch yourself and you're going, oh shoot, I'm slumping. And you're going to correct yourself. So the more you do yoga, your posture is going to correct itself. Let's go to the other side. All right, now let's rotate in circles. Let's go to the left. I mean, you can just feel that tension in the neck. Like, we got knots for days in the neck. I know I do. Knots for days, for years. I need to get them out. I'm gonna hire me a masseuse. One of these days. I almost went to massage school therapy, but heck, I said, why would I do that? I can't massage my own back. Rotate to the other side. Make sure your posture is straight up. Do not start any health regimen, herbals, whatever, without consult your doctor. That's my disclaimer, of course, but you're free to do what you want because it's your body. And that's your divine birthright to be healthy and happy and whole. Okay, all right. Now, let's cross that leg up if we can. Woo! Woo! Oh Lord! Oh Lord! Oh Lord! See, it don't want to go down. It's so rigid. You can't force it. You know, don't force it, because over time it'll gradually give in. Sit up straight. It's so tight. Oh my gosh. That's so tight. That's not fair. That's not fair. Oh my God. I'm telling y'all, You don't even know how out of shape you are until you do yoga. And all those movements you've taken advantage of just walking. And I've walked since I was like 17, 18, always walked. And still I'm like, how can I be so tight? But you know why? It's because poor posture, muscle atrophy, not paying attention to what you're doing, not getting certain muscle groups exercise. Walking is exercise, but you're not using other certain muscle groups, right? I'm talking about to be flexible to get the stiffness out, you know. And even I used to lift weights a few years back, but weights was okay, but I like yoga better because weights still didn't make me be flexible. It just gave me muscle, you know, toned me, right? I didn't want that. I wanted to be flexible. So I left the weightlifting alone and I started doing a little exercise before I got the Kemetic yoga licenses in 17. Was it 17? Yeah. In 2017, I used to do yoga videos in my other place, you know, and then I just said, you know what? I want to learn how to slow down. I don't want to be doing no hard and all that karate, that fast movement. I want to slow down. I want to train my mind to slow down, and yoga helps you train your mind to slow down and teaches you the importance of your breath and your life source and how to remain calm, because calm is a superpower. Matter of fact, it's a supernatural power to remain calm when they're creating so much chaos and destruction in the world, right? So I just, you know, geared toward yoga, doing Samawi Tawi, Egyptian yoga, African yoga, Kemetic yoga, Hatha yoga, Kundalini yoga, Yin Yang yoga, right? It's so many of them, right? So you can pick one. You can pick which one floats your boat, right? And some people do Tai Chi and Qigong because it's still about the breath and slowing down. And like I said the other day, about moving that feminine and that masculine energy in harmony with each other in the body, okay? That's why I love Mama Africa, because from birth, they teach their young how to move with the flow of energy and the equilibrium on both sides of the body. What they do on one side of the body, they know from this age how to do it on the opposite side. So they always walk in balance throughout their whole life. They know the yin and the yang. But Americans and us that have been hijacked and invaded, we've lost touch with Mama Africa. But Mama Africa always teaches her children from a young age to learn that balance of that yin and that yang, because that's what's going to create that balance throughout their entire life. We're the ones messed up. Now we're the ones have to come back into what? Balance, peace, and harmony and love with what? Our opposite polarity. Meaning, like I said when I was walking yesterday, you might come in here a feminine energy off balance with your masculine, or you might come in here a masculine energy off balance with your feminine energy. And it don't even matter if you're male or you're female. It just, whatever energy that is your dominant energy, you have to go to that other energy and create and cultivate the balance so that they both move like the yin yang, like almost like the Gemini twins, the fish or whoever. The 6-9, like Cancer, you gotta move in harmony, okay, with your opposite energy. That is creating balance on both sides of the body. That's what Kemetic yoga does. You're creating that balance on both sides of the body. What we do on one side of the body, we do on the opposite side of the body. So you should be just as flexible on this side as you should be on this side. This knee should be down like this. So guess what? I got some restricted energy over here, right? Something's too tight. The energy is not flowing through this leg like it's supposed to, right? So you can self-correct yourself with yoga. It's like a self-assessment of what is going on in your body, where your tight and tension is no flow of energy. That's how you tell. Okay, so, you know, we're gonna go, put your hands up, and we're gonna go to the right, a slight twist, and we're gonna wrap the hands around the knee. And try to get our head or our chin on our knee, but if you can't get there yet, don't worry about it. Over time you will. Don't hurt yourself trying to get into these poses and postures. This is not a race. It's a journey. It's a journey into self-discovery, into learning your energy and your flow of energy, your fluidity, right? How much fluidity do you have? How much work there is still to be done, right, on the self. Come up. Let's go forward. And you should be able to bend like down there, but I'm not there yet. We're growing together. This is so fun. So you're gonna hear me always say, I'm not there yet, so you'll know I'm not there yet. And that's okay. I'm okay with not being there yet. You guys be okay with not being there yet, because this is a journey. I'm not racing nowhere, okay? This is a journey. We've gotten 30, 40 years of no exercise to certain muscles. What do you expect gonna happen? Of course things gonna shrink up. Our posture even shrinks as we get older if we don't exercise. We lose a foot maybe of height sometimes with that hunchback. You know, people that got scoliosis or the bad humps on the back, they go down like maybe 1 or 2 inches in height because of that, right? All right, and back up. Awesome. Now back to the center, and I'm gonna unfold this leg because it's getting a cramp. And we're gonna do, Lord. You know, if you can start yoga at 18, you're doing good. Let's touch our toes, or you can do here, you can do the ankles, or you can wrap around your feet if you can reach, okay? But if you can't, that's okay. Make sure the entire leg is gauged on the mat, okay? Make sure your posture is straight. And see, I overcompensate because I always feel like I'm crooked because of this dang on knee. So I have to correct myself and make sure I'm sitting up straight. So always check your posture too, because the more you check your posture, it'll be like second nature. You'll be able to tell when you're not, you know, centered right. So go down, straighten the back, chest out, because you don't want no hump. You don't want to hump. You want to see you want to like that. When I say chest out, that means whatever I say chest out in the posture, that means sit up. Put that natural curve back in your spine. Don't hunch down like this. Chest out. Now lean forward. See, that's the difference. Because that poor posture, we're trying to correct poor posture. Okay? We're trying to correct our posture here. Correct our spine. Okay? Do our own spine adjustments. Because I had my back cracked before. When I had that accident, that shit didn't, no. The only thing about that I didn't like, it felt good when they did it, when they cracked my spine. But the next 2 days, it felt like hell. It hurted so bad the next 2 days. And then it went away. I didn't like that. So, and I had to go through therapy, so that's how come I had to do that. He had to do those adjustments. Oh, I felt like he was gonna take my head off. You know, I'm already nervous, right? You playing around with my head like this and trying to do this, you know. I ain't mad at them though. They know what they doing. It was just me scared. Okay, I was like, oh Lord. But it felt on our knee like that. But we gotta get there first. I ain't there first. I ain't there yet. I don't know about y'all. Some people are more flexible in areas you're gonna find if you go to a class in yoga. Some people is more flexible in certain poses, and you're gonna be more flexible in other poses than other people. And the thing about it, y'all gonna be two different sizes. You're gonna wonder like, well, dang, how can they do that and I can't? And I'm smaller than them because it has nothing to do with your size. That's the whole thing. People think yoga just for skinny people. It's big girls doing yoga and more flexible than me, and probably you too. So it has nothing to do with size. Chest out. Okay. Both legs, sit up. Oh Lord, I might need my rope. Oh, I told y'all we was gonna need this. Y'all better go to Walmart and get one so you can keep your posture straight. So, right, and now lean forward. Keep that chest out. And see, if I do it like this, this is as far as I can go. But if I release this, but my back is not straight. I can feel a curve in my back. So you don't want to practice it like this and your back is crooked. So you use these props until you get there. And the more you use the props, you're gonna find out you don't need it. I drove home health for 13 of my 24 years of nursing. So my back is very freaking weak right now, along with that little curve in it, you know, that little mild scoliosis I got. But so I gotta really strengthen not only my core from having children and not doing anything with my abdomen, I gotta strengthen my back on top of it. So you wanna practice yoga the right way, so it's okay to use props until you get there, okay? You're just making sure you use proper alignment, okay? That's the main thing. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to get there. You're gonna get there. If you keep consistently doing it and practicing, you're gonna get there. You know, don't be in no rush, don't be in no competition with nobody. This ain't no competition. This ain't no race. This is about your health, right? And taking control of your health, getting your health back on track. So you see how the ruckus with Rona Girl, and you see how I'm utilizing it? That's how you advance. You don't let that crap slow you down on self-care, self-love, self-healing. You keep it moving. Look, Harriet Tubman, you hear dogs. What she say? Keep going. So Rona Girl is like a dog. Keep going. Don't let that distract you. Don't let that fear paralyze you. Keep going. This is building my immune system up anyway. So Rona Girl can't do nothing. It's just an illusion. It's just a fear tactic for control. That's it. For control over your mind. And if y'all silly enough to give them that control, that's you. I'm trying to show you what to do so they don't get control of your mind. Thank me later. I appreciate you either way. So now I'm sitting up, my chest is up. My son and daughter is a fitness trainer. So they always, hold up, sit up, stack your back, squat down, you know, that kind of stuff. So spread the legs, right? As far as you can, if they're like this, they're like this. Don't worry about it. But do it comfortably, right? Comfortably. I'm popping my toes. And let's reach. Put this hand back here and reach with this one, okay? Chest out. We're stretching kind of under here. I'm trying to get that hamstring to loosen up, so I do stretches. I do stretches a lot because I'm trying to get my hamstring to loosen up, and it's so tight under there, you know, under that back. Okay, just wanted to stress what all we were doing. Now we're going to do sesh 2. Remember our pressure points. Do y'all want to do one round of, I know I didn't say it, but I don't want to do basic sun salutation. I changed my mind. I was tired yesterday. I walked, did yoga and danced. Oh my God, that's why I'm taking it easy today, because I'm not trying to overdo it. I got to recuperate. I'll be back on Tuesday. You got to know your limit. I did 3 exercises yesterday. Like I did about 5 or 6 miles of walking yesterday. Straight back, sesh 2, on those heels, curl those toes, pressure points, that's reflexology, right? That controls your sinuses and your head. So try to do this often, because, and then place your palms on your thighs. Take some breaths. Hopefully y'all were breathing throughout the entire practice. You should feel pretty relaxed right now. I know I do. And if I want to get a better stretch, I kind of inch my knee up like that. And then it gives me an even deeper, woo, see, woo, it'll give me an even deeper, ooh, Lord, it'll give me a deeper, ooh, it'll give me a deeper stretch on my toes if you inch that knee up. Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me wiggle, because I gotta wiggle now. That'll always give you like a deeper, you know, oh gosh. Woo. But that's good. Straight up, hands on thighs. I've enjoyed y'all today. Y'all did good. Yay, yay, yay. We're off to a positive start. Developing new habits, healthy habits. Sesh 1. Woo. On that dorsal part of the foot, and sit down on the back of those heels. Back straight, chest out, palms on the thighs. All right. Now see, the more you do that, you should feel better today. The more you do that, the better you'll be, okay? So you can lay down on your back in a mummy pose and do your cleansing breath. We're going to do a little meditation. Or you can sit up in the lotus like this if you want to, okay? Close your eyes. Become one with your breath. Just take note of the space you're in right now. Whether you're lying down or sitting up. Listen to your breath, your breathing. Hearing that mind. breath when you're meditating if thoughts come to your mind. All right. Thank you for joining me today for a little bit of Kemetic yoga and some meditation. The singing bowl should have gotten you kind of like relaxed, more focused, breaking up any negative energy around your place, around you, you know, aligning those chakras within you, and just getting you to refocus on your breath. So anytime you're doing meditation, when you notice thoughts, you're trying to meditate, and at first, if you're not familiar with it, you get all these thoughts, and your mind just goes, and you're trying to focus and clear it, and your mind is like, you gotta pay attention to the thought, take note of the thought, and move the thought, because you don't want to be thinking of that thought in meditation, because that's not meditation. Meditation is a still mind, a clear mind, like nothing moving, nothing, no thoughts, no nothing, okay? So whenever you feel those, you harping on a thought, take note of the thought, but then focus back on your breath, and if you use your breath to keep you centered, you will learn how to meditate more effectively. But then what it is showing you what images your subconscious has recorded. You're like taking note of where those thoughts is. So when you come out of meditation, you can go, well, why was I thinking about that? You see what I'm saying? Now that's you paying attention to your thought, but you're not letting your thought control your meditation. You're controlling the meditation by moving the thought through. So just take note of it, but let it pass through you. That's all you do. And to let it pass through you, just always center back and listen to your breath, and that'll move that thought out of the way. So I hope y'all enjoyed today. I teach a little different. I'm a Reiki master, so I sometimes incorporate my singing bowls and, little breathing exercise to kind of get us, back centered and focused on ourselves, and, just helping relieve all the stress and anxiety that we have been letting it build up not being able to socialize, not being able to come together, not being able to go to work. And now we see how important work is sometimes because it gets you out of the house. But then also we see how important our families are too, because in it you haven't spent this much time with your family. And now it's like y'all are strangers. You find out how distant you've actually become in your home versus outside. You take more credit and give it to going to work than you take credit giving it to your family. So this should be a big learning curve for everybody to not neglect your family, you know, spend time with your family, be with your family more than you being at work, going straight to happy hour, coming home at 8 or 9, not seeing your wife, not seeing your kids, they already in the bed, you leaving that they're learning to someone else in school to teach them. So now this should really, really get everybody to see where your time and energy was spent. And it wasn't spent with your family. It wasn't spent building up your family, right? It was spent away from your family. So it takes a village to raise a child. So we got to keep that in mind. We don't want schools raising our children, telling our children how to think and be and do this and do that, and you don't even know what the schools are teaching your children. And then you wonder why when they get home, you know, along with these other children and all this peer pressure, they're acting up against you because you're not spending time with them. They want your attention. They don't want that school attention. They don't want their friends' attention. They want mother and father, sister and brother's attention because that's their family. And if a child cannot feel wanted, loved, cultivated, nourished, important in their own family, that's when they're going to go look for it out there. So if anything, the Rona girl taught us, it should be to spend more time building ourselves up, self-improvement, self-motivation, self-positive self-talk, right? And spending time with our family. If anything, everybody should take that away. And how important life is, right? And that you only have this one life, you know, to live. Make the best of it. Do great work with it, right? Do great work with it. So be positive. Do great work with it. Give back. Let your light shine so that others can find their way out of the darkness. That's what this is about. Because if you're going to hide your light, and if you're going to not speak your truth from your heart, and if you're going to not follow your heart, then don't get mad and jealous that other people do. Because we need people like that so that we can find our way out of the darkness. That's how I found my way out of the darkness, because of what? Somebody else was willing to be brave enough to share their light, to share their energy, to share their passion, to share their strength, to share their bravery, to share their courage, right? To what? To be themselves. In a world that's what? Against you being yourself. So we have lost touch with nature, with being natural, with being authentic, original, indigenous, aborigine. We have lost touch with Mother Nature. And if anything, Rona girl should have taught you is go out there and apologize to Mother Earth, Gaia, for what you've been doing. And that is neglecting yourself, neglecting your family, and neglecting to let your light shine so that others can come out of the darkness, come out and live, come out and be their own path. Their own pathway is hidden in their hearts. So if you let your light shine, it'll help them build up enough courage and strength to let their own light shine and give back to the world. Because we need gifts, we need talents, we need good music, we need good actors, we need good musicians, we need all those things that make the world a great place to live. We need comedians that make us laugh. I'm one of them. I'm like natural. I'm just silly like that. But I'm just like, I'm earthy, so I can't help it. I'm earthy, I'm a Taurus. So I'm just naturally bubbly and happy, right? All the time. You know, if I'm down, if I'm quiet, then you got a problem. Because as long as I'm talking, you safe, you good. Because if I go to thinking really and get quiet, then it's like, okay, what's she thinking about? Oh Lord, you know. So, and I get quiet when I'm meditating, but I'm saying if I just stop talking, it's like something really, really got me, right? So, but I know that balance about myself. Sometimes I just want to be away from everybody, right? And just want my own time and space, and that's a lot of times what it is. So we got to respect each other's space. We got to expect each other's truth, whatever that truth may be. You know, however they want to live that truth, that's them. You know, but most of all, respect originality, respect love, right? Respect that love unites, that love doesn't divide, love unites. So, like Common and Fiona, Melody Fiona, that Wake Up Everybody song with John Legend, y'all need to hear that, that's my jam. Wake up everybody, no more sleeping in bed, only love, love, love can reboot us. That was some true words right there. Only love, love, love can reboot us. And why do we need rebooting? Doesn't a computer need rebooting when they get viruses, when they get contaminated, when they get infected and hijacked on running properly and smoothly for us? We have to what? Push the button. And what? Reboot it. So the love button, boop, got to be pushed to reboot us, because we've gotten so, we need defragment like a computer, we need configuring, we need decoding and recoding, programming, right? That's all in our mind. That's all our mind represents is a motherboard, a computer, right? So, and the only way we can change that is to change our thought about stuff, to change our perception about stuff, and stop creating things that destroy the Mother Earth, the planet out there, and start creating things that improve our planet, okay? Co-create, not co-destroy. That's where we're at. Now, choose wisely and not foolishly. And if you hear dogs while you're doing it, keep going. Ashe to Mother Harriet Tubman, Mama Moses, the original liberator. Peace, love, and harmony. I want to say this one. How do I do this? Let me figure out this. I know I told you it was big.
I know.
That's why I didn't know if you wanted it or not. Let's see if I can share this. Okay, what are y'all doing here? Okay, now we don't want that. I'm still trying to figure out how to end this day on YouTube Live. I swear this thing be cracking me up. Thank y'all for watching. Have a great day. I'll be back with some tarot readings. I need to do the, thank you for watching. Peace, love, and harmony. I'll be back with those tarots from May the 1st through the 15th. I'm behind. You too. Thank you. Peace, love, and light. Now let me see how I end this damn thing. This damn thing be getting on my nerves, y'all. I don't know how to stop it. Oh, gosh. It says link and more. Share. What the heck am I sharing, y'all? Why won't it stop recording? Oh, I gotta hit end. Duh.